I just watched the trailer for the new James Bond video game that will be coming out next year. It's called First Light, and I am super excited about it. Now, we first heard about this project years ago, but there wasn't any real details given, and the trailer for the video game just came out today, and I just watched it and I wanted to talk about it because I think it looks amazing. Now, I'm somebody who played GoldenEye many years ago on the Nintendo 64, and I love that game. And I'm also a fan of the James Bond movies. I love the movie GoldenEye with Pierce Brosnan, and I think Famke Janssen is in it, and that was a great movie. I actually watched it earlier this year again. I've seen it many times before. But I also love the Daniel Craig movies, specifically the first Daniel Craig movie, Casino Royale. Now that, in my opinion, is one of the greatest movies ever made. If you haven't seen it, you got to see it. And I think it's the best James Bond movie I've ever seen. And I love to watch that movie over and over again. It's like the perfect James Bond movie. Now, as far as James Bond video games goes, the last time I played a James Bond video game was 007 Agent Under Fire for the Nintendo GameCube. We're talking, geez, it must have been 2 decades ago. I mean, it's like crazy how long it's been since I actually played a James Bond video game. And I've been waiting, and I'm like wondering what the heck is going on around here. And then they announced that there's a new 007 game in development many years ago. But like we never hear about it, and there's no clues as to what the heck is going on. Then, during the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal, if anybody was watching that Nintendo Switch 2 Direct a couple months ago, they announced that that 007 game was going to be coming out for the Switch 2. And I was like, all right, so we got some clues here that maybe it's coming out sooner rather than later. And now we get the trailer today, and the trailer looks awesome. The graphics look awesome. And it looks like it's an interesting story because it's an origin story for Bond. And if anybody watched that movie, Casino Royale, with Daniel Craig, you'll remember like the opening scene in that movie was showing how James Bond became a 00 agent. And so that was that little sneak peek we got of how that actually happened. But this is like a whole origin story about how James Bond, I think, became a 00 agent. And I like it. I like the graphics. It looks like there's going to be a lot of fun gameplay. There's driving. See, that is something I love about James Bond video games, the driving. I just remember playing 007 Agent Under Fire and driving a really cool car in that game. And it looks like you're going to get to do that here again. And obviously, it looks like exotic locations. I'm expecting lots of different types of guns. And it's funny because at the end of the trailer, they say if you like sign up for an IO Interactive account, IO Interactive, they're the ones making this game. Oh, you'll get a weapon skin and like an outfit skin. And they already want you to like wish list the game and I don't know if it's available for pre-order yet because it's not coming out till 2026. They didn't actually have a specific release date. I wonder if it'll come out before Grand Theft Auto 6. That would be an interesting thing to see. If it came out like, if I were them, I would, I would be putting it out first quarter next year. January, February, March, something like that. Because you don't want to put it out after GTA 6 because everybody's going to be playing GTA 6, which is another game that involves guns and driving, and it's a little too similar. So, I'm hoping that game comes out sooner rather than later. And this is part of a slew of games I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to Prince of Persia Sands of Time Remake, Splinter Cell Remake, Metal Gear Solid Delta, Snake Eater, another remake. It's a shame. There's not too many original games I'm looking forward to, if you notice. So this one is one of the only original games that I'm looking forward to, 007 First Light. And again, like I said, it just looks like a very young James Bond in this one, which is fine. It's like it looks like it's a brand new story. Hey, I'm with it. It really looked almost like watching a movie trailer for a James Bond movie. It was almost that good. And I'm not going to say it was as good as the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer, because that one also felt like I was watching a movie trailer when I was watching it, but this one got me excited. I think they showed some gameplay in here. They showed a lot of cutscene stuff, but they showed some gameplay in here. There was like some hand-to-hand fighting. Obviously, they had James Bond shooting people. I think this might be a third-person shooter. That's what it looks like. Yeah, so I don't think it's going to be first-person like GoldenEye was, but you never know. Maybe it could be one of those games that switches back and forth between third person and first person. We don't have too many details yet. I just wanted to share my excitement about this game. And if you haven't seen the trailer yet, you got to go see the trailer. Even if you're not a James Bond fan, you're not a 007 video game fanatic, which if you're not, go play GoldenEye. You can get GoldenEye actually off of the Microsoft Store. Not individually, I don't think, but you can get it as part of Rare Replay. There is a video game compilation that you can buy off the Microsoft Store. Microsoft owns Rare, which was the company behind the original GoldenEye game. And so part of Rare Replay is like a bunch of video games made by Rare over the years. For example, Perfect Dark is in part of Rare Replay. Perfect Dark Zero is part of Rare Replay. I think Banjo-Kazooie is in there. I think there's more than one Banjo-Kazooie game that's part of that package. But I bought that Rare Replay, and as a part of it, I got GoldenEye. And here's a little fun fact. The only reason I bought that Rare Replay was just to get GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. But it comes with a whole bunch of other games too. So if you got an Xbox Series X, Series S, or an Xbox One, you can get it. Anyway, that's enough about GoldenEye. But yeah, you should totally play GoldenEye if you haven't played it. I would recommend playing 007 Agent Under Fire. I've never heard anybody really talk about that game like, oh, it's the most amazing game ever. But it was a fun James Bond game. I mean, I could have fun playing a James Bond game no matter what it is. I have a Nintendo 2DS XL. I've even been thinking about buying James Bond Bloodstone, which again didn't get good reviews, but I bet I would have fun with it because it's a James Bond game. Anyway, check out James Bond First Light, and I guarantee you're gonna love what it looks like. And comment below if you like the trailer, what your thoughts on it are. What are your thoughts on it? Are you looking forward to the game as much as I am? Are you excited about it? Or do you not like it? Maybe you wanted some other kind of a James Bond game. I don't know, but let me know, and thank you for watching.